Coach, another big win at home. Just talk to me how you're feeling.
Yeah, really proud of the guys for their effort. Was really concerned about this game because I have a lot of respect for Coach Schertz and just what he's done in his career and how they play. They're a really hard team to prepare for. From an offensive standpoint, they put a lot of pressure on your defensive coverages, and so for our guys to kind of lock into the game plan and make things tough on those three guys, Jimerson, Swope, and Avila, just really proud of the overall effort of the team, and great to get out of here with a 17-point win.
Hey, Coach, Gerlufsen, RoccoMillerBracketsHere.org. Question for you about three-point defense. Did a tremendous job, 4 for 24 for St. Louis tonight. You came in, if you look at the raw numbers, I guess more so than not, being a better two-point defense than a three-point. Mm-hmm. How'd you get these guys locked in on defending the perimeter tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we talked a lot about before the game of trying to make them play inside the three-point line. And, to their credit, I thought they missed a couple open looks. But all in all, I thought our guys really embraced the game plan. There were a couple things schematically that we talked about from a personnel standpoint of where we kind of wanted shots to come from if they came. And I thought our guys did a good job of locking in the, maybe some of the analytical stuff that goes into game planning. But all in all, to hold that team to, 4 threes in a game, I think they came into the game averaging over 10. So proud of the guys for embracing that.
Yeah, do you feel like tonight there was a much better attention to detail defensively? Because we know that Coach Schertz likes to run a lot of different variations of sets. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're a hard team to prepare for. They do so much that it's impossible to walk through everything. We walk through more principles and how we were going to guard specific actions within their offense than trying to get into the detail of all the different things they do. It's impossible. He's a heck of a coach and does a great job with those guys of putting them into positions to be successful. I'm just glad, tonight they had an off-shooting night and our guys did a good job of kind of locking into the game plan.
Would you rank that as one of your best defensive performances this year, or where would you kind of put that up against some of the other games so far?
Yeah, I think, we're still evolving as a team, and that's on both sides of the ball. I was impressed and happy with just our overall effort, especially in that first half. I think we really kind of had them on their heels in segments of the first half and opened up that big lead. Kind of lost our way at the end of the first half and got a little sloppy. But I thought we kind of refocused and came out of the locker room and really established ourselves again to start the second half, and we're able to open the lead back up. So I'm not sure if that's our best overall defensive effort. I am happy with just the way we're kind of evolving as a team.
You mentioned the end of the first half. Can it kind of be like, I know you never want to give up a run like that, but is it kind of fortuitous timing, like to get that right before halftime to be able to go in and address it immediately?
No, I don't like that at all. I don't like giving up the lead, but we did have their attention at halftime for sure with the way that we finished the half. And I'd rather kind of learn our lesson in a game like that and through a win. Versus having to kind of maybe learn the hard way. But just, again, happy with the guys with the way they responded, and coming out of the locker room in the second half the right way.
Both Robbie and Ryan have started to find their stroke a little bit offensively. What's changed for them to kind of get them into that groove?
Well, Ryan battled injury. He got hurt in our scrimmage and missed an extended amount of time and had no practice time and came back for our Boise State game. And, I think he's finally maybe getting back into rhythm. I had a really good meeting with him earlier in the week and just encourage him to stay the course. He is a fiery and as competitive as anybody I've ever coached, and he puts a lot of pressure on himself. And I try to just alleviate some of that pressure. I'm with him regardless of whether he makes 10 in a row or misses 10 in a row. He does so much more for our team than just that. So to see him make a couple, though, once he hits his stride, I think we have a chance to be even better from an offensive standpoint. And Robbie's just one of those guys that doesn't matter the time of the game, what the situation is, he's always ready, and he has a way of impacting the game. And just really proud of those two guys, but that's how they're built. They're both the same.
Congratulations on win number 50, Coach Gerlufsen. And what does it mean? You're barely into your third year, and you already have 50 wins. Do you have any, instant reactions to that?
No, I mean, that's a byproduct of having really good players and having a great staff, and having the blessing of coaching at a great institution like University of San Francisco. I don't coach for any individual accolade. I coach because of the guys in the locker room. And so at some point maybe reflect back, and I'm just really appreciative of the players and my staff. Can't say that enough. They're the reason why, we've won 50 games since I've been the head coach here. So, excited for what's to come. I think there's a lot more in the tank.
And Carlton Lingard had his season high for the Dons. I think 15 tonight, 14 against Mercyhurst. And to me, it seemed like it kind of flowed naturally. Are you starting to see him become a lot more integrated than maybe before?
Yeah, I mean, it takes some time. New system. Probably he has a ball in his hands more than he ever has as a player at any of his other previous institutions, and just encouraging him to stay confident. And I'm still waiting on him to have a game where he hits 5 or 6 threes. He has a capability to do that, but I just want him to continue to be aggressive and be who he is. So happy for him. He missed his first couple, but just to continue to shoot the right shots, and we'll encourage him to continue to do that. But he's a pleasure to be around. He's a great kid, and really glad that he's here.
Seemed like Carlton really embraced the opportunity to take on Avila, who's become a pretty well-known player. What did you see out of him, just kind of his approach to that matchup?
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty darn good job of putting some pressure on the ball. When Robbie has the ability to see the floor and operate kind of at his speed, he is a handful. He's as good of a passer as there is in college basketball from a post player. And so we just wanted to try to make him a little bit uncomfortable. Not to say we did that all night, but to force him into 5 turnovers, I think speaks to that a little bit. And Carl and Chips and James in some of those segments, I thought really kind of followed the game plan, in terms of what we wanted to do with him.
You have a 6-day break before your next game. Just what's the message over those days?
Yeah, we got to finish academics the right way. Exams start tomorrow, so guys will be locked in with that. We need some rest, too. We've had a bunch of guys sick, and that was kind of going through the team and lead up to this game. So I'm really proud of the group for kind of just sticking together and figuring it out. But we need to get some rest, handle academics, and continue to get better. There's still a lot of areas that we can improve on as a team, but I like the direction we're going in, and kind of excited for what's to come.